They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, Parker, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
That's complete to his running back, Carter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, eluding the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Forced out to his left. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. The young quarterback, Charles Wright. Right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's There's a give to Jones running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the hook up to Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Carter.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and this is caught by Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dante Hightower on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
And he'll go down at the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running right, Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They go play action here on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Finds a seam inside the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're going to look to throw. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll look to throw. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 36. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Barnes in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Pressure comes and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Flush to his right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you